Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all well and had a nice long bank holiday weekend. I'm here today with Iain from iCandy.
Hello, hello.
And we are going to chat about the iCandy special offers that we've got on at the moment and just the Peach pushchair. Everybody knows the Peach pretty much, I think. Quite an iconic pushchair, but we're going to chat a little bit about it and how it works. The fact that it's a single to tandem as well. So I'm just going to set up the iPad so we can see who's joining us this morning. Wait for your comments to kick in. If you can hear us okay, just give us a wave and say good morning. First person to say good morning is Lisa Marie Smith. So good morning, Lisa Marie. Good morning, Joe Meakin. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Huria. Good morning, Becca. Joe likes to go through and she goes through and she literally says good morning to lots of different people. So they use it this morning. Good morning, Kaylee, and good morning, Shelley. So, should we chat a little bit about the special offer on at the moment? Because it's a really good saving, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really good saving. So the offer is £1,049.
Yeah.
You get the whole pushchair system, the carrycot, seat unit. We actually have the bag, the duopod. We have... Which
we have got on the seat unit there, but we'll show you in a second as well with it actually on.
Yeah, we also have the parasol.
Yeah, in the choice of colour.
Choice of colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have a cup holder, the screen as well.
Yep.
Really useful for in the summer. Obviously, just coming up now. Yeah, £1,049, which is a saving of £200.
Yeah,
in total.
It is a really good saving. Yeah, so lots of accessories. It's kind of covering you all seasons, isn't it? So you've got your foot muff, your duopod for in the colder months, but then you've also got your accessories that are going to keep you baby nice and protected in the summer as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So starting off with your pushchair, so I will say as well, our prize today, we've got two winners, and Iain has kindly brought with him some travel mugs, so we will pick a winner at the end. So just join in with the chat and we will send one of these out to two of our winners, which we will draw at the end. So that's the Peach. You do get, it's a two fabric, one frame situation with this pushchair, so you just switch your fabrics over when you need it, so it's really good for storage. You don't have to have storing of a full solid carrycot, so it's nice for people who don't have much storage space. And you do get your pushchair, carrycot fabrics, your frame, your seat fabrics that you move over to at 6 months, and then your hood, which you just switch over in your bumper bar. We've also got on your elevators here, so again, it's nice that your Peach includes your elevators.
Yeah.
A lot of things are extras, aren't they?
Yeah, so your Peach actually comes with your elevators, your car seat adapters, and a rain cover, which would obviously be very useful today.
Definitely, definitely. It's not very nice here today. It's very windy, rainy, and yeah, just not very nice. I don't know whether you had nice weather yesterday for bank holiday.
It was nice on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was miserable yesterday as well.
It was for us too. We went for a walk at the woods and got absolutely soaked. So yeah. So your pushchair here, you do have your extendable hood. So when you've got your carrycot on, not many carrycot hoods extend, do they? Usually you do with your seats, but not so much with your carrycot. So it's nice because it's the same hood as your seat and your carrycot. You've got that extension. So when baby's in there, from birth up to around 6 months old, you've got that nice extension and your canopy. You have your pull-out visor as well.
Yeah, real good extension. So again, it really, really does sort of cover baby if the sun's coming out here. Yeah,
and obviously if you buy this bundle, you do have your parasol as well, so if you need even more protection, you've got your parasol. If you haven't got your apron on, say, because it is a bit warmer, you can take that off, but baby's fully protected from the sun with your parasol and with the shade as well. Let's see if we've got any comments this morning or any questions. Lots of good mornings still. Lisa loves a cup holder, so I think she's liking that it's in there. Jo loves iCandy, but she does admit it's not one of the brands she's owned, so maybe soon then, Jo. I know you've been looking at other pushchairs. Aaliyah, she loves the Peach and the Lime. Jodie loves a bit of iCandy. Charlie loved her iCandy. It's perfect with her girls being 17 months apart. So we'll cover that. We have got tandem adapters set up on our Peach Syrium, so we can kind of show you how versatile it is and that it can work for one or two children. Yeah. Fantastic price, said Jane. Perfect on cold days, said Sarah. Bryony says, look how beautiful it is. Kaylee would love to win a travel mug so it can match her iCandy Peach. They love the grey. So this, we should talk about the colours that the offer is on at the moment.
Yeah, so it's actually on all of the colours.
Yeah.
So obviously this is the dark grey check.
Yeah.
We obviously have a light grey check as well.
Which we've got an example.
So this is the light grey check, which will come on, you can either have it on the chrome chassis or the phantom chassis.
Yeah.
Then there is dark grey twill, which is a very, very popular colour.
Yeah.
Navy twill as well.
Black twill?
Black twill on the chrome chassis.
Yeah, so lots of choice.
Lots of choice.
And they're nice subtle colours, so no matter what, they're going to suit whatever everybody wants to accessorise with it. They're going to go, aren't they?
We also actually have the dark grey twill, dark grey check on the phantom chassis as well now, which is a really, really nice sort of blend of the
I think that's
the
my
two
favourite
colours.
chassis, the phantom grey.
Yeah, the phantom chassis is really,
Yeah.
really popular.
Yeah, they're loving how much it looks. Grey is such a nice colour and it's a nice break from the black. Yeah, so you've got the lighter or the darker grey there.
Yeah.
Jodie had an iCandy Peach with number 4 and it was the best that she's ever had. Claire's got the iCandy Land Rover. She's so glad that they invested in that. Yeah, that was a really nice collaboration that you did.
Yeah, a mixture of the all-terrain and the Land Rover.
Yeah. Love the colour. Always needs a cup holder and cup to go with it would be perfect. Bryony, she bought the iCandy Cerium and the travel mug would go perfect in it. Yep, nice black, so it would perfectly match for you there. We all love a cuppa, said Shelley. Jo says she can see why it's called iCandy now. I don't know what she's referring to with that. Is she being a bit cheeky? What colour is this fabric? So this fabric is your dark grey check. And they're loving the limited edition collections as well. And somebody's just bought a cup holder for iCandy Orange.
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm not missing any questions out on here. Kaylee's got the iCandy Peach in Damson with 2 seats and a carry cart, and it's perfect for her 2-year-old and 8-month-old. Yeah, we will show you about that. Oh, Zara said your hair looks nice, Kelly. Thank you. That's very nice of you, Zara. Sounds like you're outside. Have you got problems with the connection? Oh, we have got the blower on. It's a bit cold out there. Does it sound like it's windy in here? It's not. It's all right. We've got the heat on. Trying to heat us up in here today. Can you shower as it folds? Yes, we definitely will, Zara. I think that we've caught up on the comments there.
Yeah.
Brill. So should we demonstrate the pushchair a little bit and how it works? So you've got your adjustable handlebar, which goes quite low for anybody that's a bit shorter, but then I'm 5'6" and the highest position a little bit high for me. So it kind of covers all ranges, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I think the maximum height's 95 centimetres to 105 centimetres on the handle, so
yeah, good range.
Nice height there.
You've got your bumper bar on there, which is gate opening, so if you want to make it a bit easier to get into your carry cot, you can just swivel that out the way. And then your apron on here, you know we like it when it's zipped in. So it zips it in so baby is completely protected, no wind or anything is going to knock that off. And inside it's beautifully lined. Cameraman can get in there and see. So this lining, I wish you could feel it, it's so soft, it really is nice. And then a nice padded mattress as well, it's just got your air ventilation on top, hasn't it?
Yeah, so carry cot suitable for permanent overnight sleeping as well. So nice and convenient if you're...
You can do away with your Moses basket. If you've got a Peach, you could just use that as your downstairs sleeping, couldn't you?
Yeah, and as of, obviously with the restrictions sort of lifting a little bit more as we go through the year now, means you don't need a travel cot and everything else like that as well. As
because babies used to be sleeping in there, aren't they, on their day-to-day use. So then if you're going away, same place for them to sleep overnight as well, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
So to remove this, you see all your carry cot, because it's the same frame, it's the same way. All you do is press your buttons and then lift. And then you've got your bumper bar to hold on to remove. So it's really nice and easy to do. Like Iain said, you do have, it comes with your car seat adapters as well, which just clip onto your frame, so you can use it as part of the travel system. And then you've also got your elevators on there as well. I'm going to fold it while we've got the seat off, or do you want to put the seat on first?
No, fold now.
So you have to take your elevators out, as it's part of your fold mechanism in the middle there.
So I fold?
Yeah.
So if you make sure the brake's on, which is just this tab here, it can be used as a one-handed fold, but if you're just starting to get to know, you can use a supporting hand here, But just by using the handle, we're going along the line of the chassis, and it's just a punch in.
I think people can feel like they've got to be a bit delicate with it.
Yeah.
It just needs a little bit of extra force just to put it in that final position, doesn't it?
Yeah. So there's 2 plastic protection parts here on the handle, so you can use as hard as you like.
Yeah.
But once that initial stage is done, you can let go and drop.
Yeah.
Then by using your shoulder strap here, you pull towards yourself. I like using the word squidge, do with all my training, but just give it a squidge in here. You hear the clip, and it's locked in place, and it will freestand there.
Perfect. So it's nice and compact. You can take your rear wheels off if you do need to make it any smaller, can't you, for smaller boots?
Yeah.
Which are quick release wheels. But yeah, nice compact, and it's nice that it freestands as well. So in your hallway, it's not going to take up as much space as it. Or if you are in a cafe, you need to fold it down quickly. You've got a nice compact fold there.
Yeah. So the chassis as well, in this stage, weighs just over 9 kilograms as well, so not particularly heavy.
No, so if you do need to break it down.
Fold, put it in your boot, nice and easy.
We call that the tummy gap.
Yeah. Cheers.
Not just for you, more for me really. But yeah, if you can bring it in, as you saw Iain did there, you can bring it into yourself. It does make it a lot easier. You've got your shoulder strap there if you wanted to use it, but you can bring it into yourself, which just makes lifting it up a little bit easier. Bringing it into your own centre of gravity and then popping it into your boot. If you've got a little higher to lift it up, just does make it easier rather than having a bar off, which some chassis do.
Yeah.
So unfolding?
Unfolding, there's a little grey button just here. And again, just got to release the tension a little bit here, so I don't know whether you can see that there, but that's squidge again. But again, my iCandy sort of tip, if you lean it towards you, breathing it down, gravity sort of helps you out here a little bit. So press in.
I think this is something that some people, especially when they're having a first play in the store, they kind of forget that little movement just in a little bit so you can release your button and think they're doing something wrong.
Yeah, bring it towards you. That gravity helps there, so press the grey button. If you bring it forward, it unfolds itself.
Magic.
Really.
Magic unfolding.
And handles back up.
There you go. So really easy to do. Louise has the iCandy Serum. Which cup holder will fit the frame? So it's actually the same as we've got out because it is a peach, but a special edition. Yeah. So you'd need which is used for your parasol and for your cup holder. Yeah, and that pops onto your frame, and then it's your peach cup holder that you'd need. So just the same as what we're looking at today for your Cerium. Just seeing what they think of the fold. Nice and compact. Does it fold with the seat unit on? Jane's asked. No, it doesn't. It's part of the fold is in this middle section, isn't it? So if you've got something in there, it wouldn't allow it to drop down.
I think with quite a lot of brands, when you get to the sort of this level and the stability that you get from the frame, like I said earlier, it's sort of 9 kgs and that weight. If you then add on the seat unit, the whole total thing then I think it's about 12.5 kgs. Yeah,
so it's a lot more for people to lift.
So then it's a lot heavier and everything else like that.
No, it's quite easy, and then you can just pop your seat, if you were folding it flat into your boot, pop your seat on then, can't you? Just sit on top.
Yeah. So again, going into your boot, I mean the wheels you can remove the wheels if you need to.
And it does take quite a lot of the width off as well, doesn't it, by doing that?
But again, if you're then going into the boot of the car, because of the belly space that you called it, you also then have that extra space there to utilise when you're putting in the boot.
And pop that in, perfect. I think that's Catherine's saying you're crackly and muffled. I think it's my microphone goes there. I've got issues. I think it's my wire. Let me try and sort that out. So Zoe has asked, what are the main differences between the peach, the lime, and the orange?
Wow.
They're completely different, aren't they, really?
They are. The lime is quite similar to the peach in the way that the carrycot works, the folding mechanism and everything else like that. The lime does fold with the seat unit on. Yep. It's not quite as big and sturdy, but it's not as future-proof. You can't make that into a double or a twin like you can with the peach, although it does have the ride on board, so
you can take an older sibling.
So if you have a toddler or anything else like that. The orange, and especially like the brand new orange now,
which is beautiful. We've all seen it on the live recently in our videos.
Yeah, great review from you guys as well. 5 stars, I believe.
Of course, iCandy.
Exactly.
It's not going to get any less, is it?
No, of course not. So that's got the one frame that you swap at sort of 6 months or when the baby holds their head up, but the fold is slightly different. It will fold with the seat unit on. Slightly bigger fold, but again will fit into most boots.
And I think as well, the orange, its design, its speciality is it can take 2 children in so many configurations.
So there's like 30 different configurations for the double mode.
And some configurations that you don't get in others as well. So it's nice if you are needing a tandem pushchair, definitely take a look at the orange because it's really clever how it works with your different adapters.
Yeah, especially I think the carrycot going on the top level and everything else.
You don't get that with many, do you?
No,
but you
exactly.
can do that.
But again, big and spacious for baby in both carrycot and seat mode for all 3 models, to be honest. But they are slightly different. Best bet is come and see you guys.
That's it. We've got all 3 on display, so you just need to pop in and see which one would work out best for you. Does the carrycot fold flat to put it in?
No, it doesn't, because there's struts on either side and everything else like that to
flatten it down. It would be a bigger job, wouldn't it, to really flatten it down?
But again, probably the best way is, again, depending on what car you have and everything else like that, is working out the best situation with the tummy space or using your back seat or anything else.
That's it. If it's your first child, you've often got more room on your back seat, so you can have your chassis in your boot and your carrycot on the seat next to your little one, or maybe even the other way if that will fit in your footwell. With it being quite compact, you can pop that in your footwell and maybe carrycot in the boot. Depends on what car you've got and what size family you've got. Would the cup holder fit a Cassato? Somebody's asking. No, it is specifically designed for the iCandy.
Yeah, I'd also actually add, if you say you've got an orange or a lime, that's a different clamp for those chassis.
For the 3 different ones. So make sure that you get the right clamp then.
Yeah, exactly.
But the cup holder's the same?
Cup holder, I think, is the same.
Yeah, so it's literally just the clamp which attaches to your frame, because the frames are a different shape. You need to make sure you've got the right one. So easy to fold, everybody's really liking the fold. Are the hoods interchangeable between the carrycot and seat unit like the limited edition is? Yes, so you get one frame, 2 lots of fabrics, that's your carrycot and your seat unit fabrics, and then 1 bumper bar and 1 hood. So I just quickly switched it over before we came on because it was on the seat unit, and we can do it again now when we show you the seat unit. Really easy to just pop it off while you're moving your fabrics, then you'll have it back on, ready to go. Oops, I just got rid of the comments there. Catherine's in love with these prams. Sarah, she has the orange and she loves the built-in board, which is great. It just means you've not got that extra space. So many bugger boards are an extra that you add on. They're taking up extra space, aren't they? But it's literally built in. And the new peach board as well. Yeah,
so the peach now you can buy as an extra accessory as the ride-on board that comes on.
Yeah, so again, it's on your chassis. So if you do need something for an older sibling, you can just clip it onto the back of your chassis and it's part of it, rather than having something hanging out the back that you kind of got to work around to push, which is exactly. I get called pigeon feet sometimes because I do walk a little bit like this.
Yeah, like a penguin.
Yeah. Fold is great. So many different pushchairs from the iCandy range. My daughter is 9 months old. Would it be suitable? Yes, absolutely. The seat unit is a really good size, so it would last until you didn't really need a pushchair anymore. Obviously, the fact that it's a 2 fabrics and 1 frame, it does mean that you obviously have your carrycot that you wouldn't make use of, but maybe you'd use it for another child further down the line.
So the seat unit goes up to 25 kilograms.
Yes, a brilliant weight limit.
Really good weight. The iCandy warranty is 5 years. Again, so that's going right up to probably pushchair limit for when your child's using it. And again, to go from single to double, you just can buy what we call a converter base. So you're buying that extra frame, and if you need a carrycot fabric or a seat unit fabric, and you look at always, if you've got the seat already, you might just need to buy the carrycot fabric to use that, and then maybe you don't need a double anymore. So you can kind of make it work for you, which is great. Zarcave, absolutely, she says future proof. Oh, Claire Louise, she's just, she's a little bit late today. She's going to catch up later and see what she's missed. Charlotte's looking at the peach and the orange with the Cybex clad Z.
what's the difference between the peach and orange? She's visiting the store at the end of May. So yeah, we'll be able to show you both pushchairs. Like Iain's just kind of gone through, there are differences between the peach and the orange in the styling, similarities in how they work as well, but they are slightly different. So we can show you all those differences when you come for your appointment in May, well, at the end of the May, because we're now in May. Catch up with it now. Brilliant weight limit, says Catherine. What's the basket like? Well, if Jose comes in a little bit closer, you can see how big the basket is. It covers the whole underside of your pushchair chassis, and it's nicely curved as well, so you will be able to get lots in there without things jumping out and falling out as well, because of how deep it is at the sides. What is the weight limit on the basket?
So the basket weight limit is 10 kgs.
Yeah.
Total volume on a peach is 44.
Whatever volume
44 litres.
Litres, that's it, yeah.
So,
I was trying to help you and I couldn't.
oh yeah, it was one of those. Yeah, so 10 kgs in weight and 44 litres of gin. I don't know, whatever you want to put in there.
With gin, yeah.
When you're no longer pregnant.
And baguette friendly. We talk about baguettes a lot in our lives. So thinking about getting baguette shapes in there, trying to, I suppose, pretend that we're fancy in France. But yeah, you could get plenty of baguettes in there.
But yeah, it is a really, really big, spacious basket. It's unobstructed as well. So when you've got either the carrycot or the ski unit on, you can get to it nice and easily. There's no bars in the way or anything else.
No, you've
like
got
that
this
as
strap
well.
at the side if you wanted, and then you've got the front and the back, haven't you? So
yeah, exactly.
Lots of accessibility. Do you want the elevators on when we pop the seat on?
Again, it's up to you. Again, because normally you go from the carrycot at about 6 months. To begin with, I'd probably be using the elevators when baby's smaller.
So these just really easy to click in and out of your chassis, and then I'll take the hood, just a zip and 2 clips to 2 buttons to get your hood off. So take it off either side, and then just undo your zip. She says, if I can remember how to work a zip. Okay. Back on to your frame. We've got 2 frames for demonstration purposes. It makes a lot easier when we've got people in store to show them what it will look like rather than having to switch it over. But you would just get you 1 frame.
I think in general it probably takes about 10, maybe 15 minutes just to swap the fabrics over.
Switch fabrics over, yeah.
Let's say it is zips and a couple of extras, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just sort of see there, if those are there, they just slide into the frame. But again, it's can be a nice bonding session, or a bit of time away, perhaps, actually, if you want to do it, seeing how you get it.
So you can see there with your elevators on what a difference that makes. So your standard position, probably you go forward facing, unless you're using a board on the back. You're probably going to have your seat here for forward facing. We will show that as well. But there's quite a few things then raising it closer to you and higher up. So the interaction between you and baby is brilliant.
So sort of, this would be, like I say, it's sort of 6 months when baby's little. You can adjust the frame for an elevated calf rest as well for little legs, which is quite a nice sort of feature, a bit of protection there. Still got the swivel bumper bar, which we've moved across, so nice, easy access to get baby in and out and for that interaction.
Recline, you've got, how many recline positions is there? I can't remember off the top of my head. I should count. Oh, I've got stuck on the handlebar. Can you just put the handlebar up a little bit? That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 recline positions. So whether they're snoozing or wide awake, maybe when they first go into there at 6 months, you want to keep them a little bit more reclined, just give them a little bit more support, but then you've got lots of options to right upright when you move into toddler stage. You've got the same hood as on your carrycot, which has got your ventilation panel in here. If you just pull this over, you can also use that as a little window to see through to them when they're facing the other way as well. And then, I'm trying to do that one-handed. And then your extension, same as before, to give you a huge hood. It's like almost down to the bumper bar there, isn't it? So it's giving lots of protection from the shade. So even when it's in the recline position, It's given them lots of shade. And if not, if you buy it in the special offer to save you £200, you've got lots of options to still give them more
with the parasol
shade.
or the screen as
Or
well.
the screen, yeah. Let's have a look, see if anybody's got any more questions. Jane says she loves the fact that the hoods can be changed because she had the bubble gum on the DC seat unit and it goes really well together, so she switched the hoods over.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, can you imagine it with the pink and the black?
Pink and the black, yeah.
Yeah. Sarah likes the adjustable leg rest and more reclines than her orange.
Yeah, that's what.
Live in the window. Jo says her 6-month-old insists on sitting bolt upright because she's a little madam. Every child is going to be different, aren't they? So at least you've got those options. So no matter what your child is like, they're going to have something that will cater for them. Lauren has got this pram in the Phantom chassis and she says it's brilliant. Will you be getting more cup holders and parasols in stock? If they're not on stock on the website, if you want to just drop us a message, Lisa, we will be ordering more in, but we can let you know then as soon as they are back in stock to send them out for you. Are the fabrics machine washable?
We recommend that you hand wash them, to be perfectly honest. Things like the inside of the carrycot and everything else like that, again, hand wash, but they do come out, and like I say, because you can change them from the frame and everything else. But yeah,
it's just obviously like with your hood, with your rods and things in, you wouldn't be able to just put all that in the washing machine.
So we recommend hand
most
washing.
Things, baby wipes, just baby wipes.
I still use baby wipes. My little girl's 5, but I use baby wipes to clean everything.
Yeah, around the whole house.
Yeah.
Take them in the car, you can clean the car with you. Brilliant. Although maybe not quite ethically good to have all these wipes everywhere, but yeah, they are very handy.
Dispose of them properly.
Yes. Can you have the seat front facing or opposite way? Yes, Catherine, we will switch this over for you now. So, same as removing your carrycot before. How are you going to do it?
No,
I'll do it from the front.
you can do one-handed as well, actually. I was just going to highlight.
You do
so
that.
these are memory buttons. So if you press and lift, and then the same hand, you can then press and lift again. So just one.
There you go. You did it a lot easier than I showed you. So taking these off, you can also use these the opposite way as well, which just makes it further away. It's okay, you can put it on. But you can put it that way. So if you did have a board on, you wanted to have it as table height, you can have them facing the other way, and it will increase the height but put it further away from you. Yeah.
So again, the sort of table height's brilliant if you go into a pub or a cafe or anything else like that.
Soon, which we should be able to do, not just outside.
Yeah, and so if you go and they haven't got a high seat or anything else like that, or you're dubious about how clean it is, then you can do that.
Perfect table height, yeah, with your elevators on the other way. Just a point of difference, your elevator weight maximum is 15 kilos, isn't it, rather than your 25 kilos in this position. So yeah, forward facing now for slightly older child, or maybe at 6 months, baby, it's completely up to you. Baby wants to forward face if you don't want them to face you. And you've got your recline positions exactly the same as before, even forward facing.
Yeah, still the same recline positions. Just sort of whiz through those as well. And again, you've got 2 pockets here as well, so quite a large pocket on the back and a smaller pocket for bits and bobs.
Yeah, handy keeping your keys or a bit of change if you don't want to take a full bag, if you're just walking down the road to the shops maybe.
Yeah.
You've got that option. And again, up here, if you are forward facing, you've got the option to pop that over and then you can see in there. If they're falling asleep, you know when to recline them, tell them off for being naughty.
We've also got access to your shoulder straps as well through the pocket.
Yes, so you rethread them, don't you? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions for your harness just here. So you can zip that and then you can get to thread it back into the desired position. And your harness and your buckle is really easy to do up. Just push into it. And then you've just got the one button to press to release again.
So again, with the harness as well, with it being a 5-point harness, if baby's being a bit wriggly, which is probably generally the case, you can just go around the waist to begin with and then put the shoulder strap over.
Yeah, you've got the option there, haven't you?
So he's making it easier with it. Or you do them both together at the same time and can just go in straight there as well. Makes life a little bit easier.
Lauren says she uses her back pocket in the seat to put a rain cover in.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. It doesn't take up your space then in your basket. Fabulous. Love the pushchair. Emma, would I get away with buying the pushchair and car seat? Not sure what that's in relation to. If you just explain a little bit more on there, Emma. Catherine, great pocket for her phone. Absolutely gorgeous. But amazing when we can actually go out for meals. Yes, definitely. Is the carrycot mattress waterproof covered? So your top section is kind of this aerated material. So I'd say no.
No, I don't think it is.
But what you really want is sheets or even
Yeah.
muslins. Everybody has lots of muslins usually with babies, so you can wrap your muslin around your mattress, which you can do, or we do sell lots of different fitted or flat sheets, so you can just pop that over, have a couple, and then you can use one and be washing one.
Yeah.
Well, that's your mattress. How heavy is the pushchair with the seat attached? You probably won't be lifting it all together with the seat attached, but did you say it's
Complete, I think it's about 12.5.
12.5 kilo?
Just a
There you
little
go.
bit less.
Yeah. But you wouldn't know that anyway from the push, because one of the good things about the iCandy Peach is it feels amazing to push. It's got one of the best pushers available, I think.
You'd really have to kind of give it a try, but
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes people say, why would I spend £1,000 on a pushchair? And I think when you then push, or they just look at the detailing and the fabric and the finishing of it, they get it. It's not until they see it that that's why. But you can, also if you're going over rougher terrain, you can lock these front wheels off with your button on the pushchair, and it will just keep them in a fixed position to keep you in a straight line rather than going juddering over grass or cobbles, depending on where you're walking.
The wheels are obviously puncture proof as well. So made of like a polymer material, so they're not air-filled or foam-filled. They're just a sort of that solid fabric.
Solid tyre. Memory buttons are great. There is memory buttons. Yeah, they do make life easier, don't they? You do it one-handed.
Yeah.
Loving the neutral colours. It is a beautiful pram. Is there a grey fabric on a black frame available?
Yeah, so grey twill on a Phantom.
Yes, the Phantom is kind of... How would you describe the Phantom?
It's not as dark as the Cerium.
No.
But it's certainly...
Quite a bit darker.
It's a darker...
So that's your option. If you like
chassis.
a darker chassis, you need to be looking at the Phantom.
Yeah, it's a Phantom chassis.
Yeah. Milena, iCandy all look great, she says. This pushchair is beautiful. You really can't beat iCandy, says Kaz. I've tried others, but always go back to iCandy. It's a favourite. Which one? Which one is your favourite iCandy? Is it the peach? Cara says she wishes she had one. Lovely. So, we're talking about future-proofing, and you can just buy adapters for your Peach, meaning that you can add on another carrycot. You can have 2 carrycots if you've got expecting twins, then 2 seat units. You could have 2 seat units for different age siblings. Got lots of... How many configurations are there with the Peach?
On the Peach, I think it's 24.
Yes, there's still lots of... I know we said about over 30 on your Orange, some more on that. There's still lots of choice with your Peach as well. So if you've had the Peach and then expecting your second child, no need to have to trade in for a bigger double pushchair. No. You can do it on the single footprint pushchair. So we have got the adapters already on the beautiful Peach Cerium here. So this is your carrycot in your lower position. For shorter parents, that might be a better option for you, but it's just to show you there. I know we had it on the elevators before. Oh, there they are. Thank you. So you can see on there now, you've got your extra adapters. Now, you're not going to have them in all the positions. It depends on the configurations you're doing. So you might just want 1 lot on, or you might need 2 lot on, depending on what you're going to do. That one's that way down, isn't it? So I'm just going to pop these on so we can show if you were moving on from a single pushchair up to a newborn and a toddler, the position that you would use that in. So you'd have your carrycot down there on the lower rear position, and then you would have your seat unit up here for your toddler. Now you would have a bumper bar on here as well, it's just because we've got it on that one down there. But you can see there, you've still got a good visibility of baby. You can have your hood down slightly so you can see them, or you can pop it up to make them completely protected. But it doesn't add much onto the pushchair itself, does it, by making it into a tandem? No. You've got a little bit of extension out of the back there with your carrycot. You can still reach your brake. Handlebar can be moved up depending on where you need it to be. And then you've got your older child on top, which is fab. And then when you're moving on to 2-seat units, you can then take your lower carrycot off and change that into your seat unit. And you can have 2 seats in your lower position as well, can't you?
Yeah.
So if you find this is a little bit much with your seat a bit higher like this, you can have them both in the lower position. So it will last you from 1 to 2 children really easily. If you wanted to,
you can change the carrycot round so baby's facing you as well. So rather than having baby upside down, sort of, you can have the carrycot facing the other way as well. In this position too. Although it's easier to do without the seat on first, but...
So you'd probably put your lower position in first when you were setting up.
Yeah.
And then you
so
could
then
hop.
You can kind of look at baby, so sometimes that's a bit more preferable for parents.
Yeah, it's just personal preference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some are much going to prefer that position as opposed to the other way around.
If you really wanted to as well, and baby's asleep and toddler might need a bit more attention, you can almost reverse this sort of situation and have toddler facing you and baby asleep at the other end. At the lower bit at the front.
Yeah.
Let's say there's 24 positions.
Yeah, and what we usually say with configurations, you're not going to not one family usually is going to use 24 configurations. You'll find
swap about every time.
I'm going to use this one today. Probably you'll find the 2-3 combinations that work for you, and then just use those, and then you'll get to know those in and out really nicely. Can carrycot be on top? Carrycot's always in a lower position, isn't it? With a peach.
On the peach,
in double.
yes, it is, yeah.
If you wanted the carrycot position having it higher, then maybe take a look at your orange, because that allows that nice position, having the carrycot on top.
I think if you looked on the iCandy website, the configurations are probably on there.
Yeah, you probably see the different ones on there that you can do. Does the rain cover fit easy? Yeah, it's a nice rain cover. I don't actually think we've got one out today to show you, but yeah, it's a really easy rain cover just to pop on and cover your seat. Beautiful pushchair. Yeah, they're loving the peach. Yep, so this is on offer, remember, with your standard peach, not as a double, but you can buy it the single pushchair, and it saves you £200, so £1,049 with all of your accessories, including your pushchair, seat unit, carrycot, your matching bag, a parasol in your choice of colour, cup holder, and also your duopod, which is your foot muff that you can also use as a seat liner.
Yeah, and the screen as well.
And the screen. Keep forgetting the screen, we're not having one out. So this is your duopod. I'm going to use the pushchair on my holder. So as you can see, the duopod is beautifully lined. This fabric feels lovely, so it's going to be nice and cosy in there for little one. And then you've got 2 positions for, you can have it either up, lower it, undo your zip here, and then these magnets line up. So I could have just done this on the seat, that would probably show that live slightly better than me holding it. So baby you've harnessed threads through, which helps it stay up, and then they can be completely cocooned in there, or you can undo your zips a little bit and pop this over, and then this magnet lines up with this magnet, and it tucks nicely over your bumper bar. So if it's cooler but not really cold, it's just given they can probably get their hands out a little bit better then.
Yeah. I mean, the reason iCandy called it a duopod rather than the foot muff as well is because you can turn it inside out. So again, if it's not really, really cold, you can have the liner the other way around.
Yep.
And you can also actually completely unzip it as well, so you can just have it as a liner. Pushchair liner as well.
Yeah. So you can have fleecy side, or you can have the side that's the same as normal fabric but nice and cushioned. So nice for smaller babies. If they're going into the seat at 6 months, it's nicer to have your liner in there. It's giving them a bit more
Yeah.
coziness and filling up the space a little bit.
Obviously matching fabrics. And
Yes.
again, if you're a mum and you're feeding or anything else like that, watching Saturday night telly, put your own feet in there as well. I'm sure it would be amazing.
Good idea. Not actually adult size yet.
No.
But yeah, no, that would be nice in
Imagine
there.
they did that.
Yeah, can you imagine? That would be nice. Lovely. So that is your peach in the standard colours, but then we've also got the special edition serum out just to show you, because this is the one that we display with your tandem adapters on, to show you how customisable and versatile it is as a pushchair. So if there are no more questions, loving the foot muff. Sarah loves the black ones. This is your cerium. I think in store, because we have this displayed quite nicely in the middle of its nice, is it a hexagon shape?
Yeah.
Probably the hexagon, yeah. People are drawn to it straight away. It really is eye-catching and beautiful. The fabrics is this kind of dotted fabric. And then on your black chassis. Was you going to call it something different?
No. I was trying to think what the fabric is.
Yeah, it's like, it's almost...
It's just sort of raised, isn't it?
Yeah, it's raised. You know, like your the wallpaper that was a little bit raised. It feels like that. It's not, obviously. It's not wallpaper, and it does feel beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then your black chassis. So if you do like the black chassis, that's your option for the peach.
And with the cerium as well, as part of the package, you get the duopod and a backpack as well, don't you? So.
Yes. So it's a little bit more expensive, but actually it's not adding much on as a special edition. It's because you are getting those extras on top.
Those extra accessories.
As well as your elevators and your car seat adapters as standard as well. Loving the liner, it's lovely and soft. Jane, she's bought the Raspberry Pod for her grandson for the carrycot.
Okay, yeah.
To pop in. We've not got the Silex Cloud Z. Charlotte's just asking if we could show the Cloud Z on. We've not got it out at the moment. It means I'd have to run into store. But in our next live, I'll make sure that we've got one to pop on the chassis for you.
Yeah, it's a popular combination.
It is, yeah. So you've got a nice high-end premium product in your iCandy Peach, and then obviously with your Cloud Z with the safety ratings that it has as well. And the fact that you can recline it so you can use it on your pushchair a little bit longer as well, meaning you've not got that half an hour time frame. Handy setup. Looks so comfy. Zara's got a question. So her question is, she's got twins and a toddler. Can she use the toddler board with this as well as 2 seats or carrycots?
There isn't much space, to be perfectly honest, once you've got the toddler set up.
Yeah.
And then the weight's starting to get a bit too much for it and everything else like that.
It's 15 kilos once you move to 2-seat units.
Yeah. So, really, no.
As you can see there, with the one carrycot on, you can see there that it takes up the space that the child would be standing on, so it wouldn't really...
Swap them round, but again, there's still no room.
Not room. Depends who's sitting in there. Keep taking them out. Almost looks embossed, Emmy has said, about the material, I think. Yeah.
Good word for it.
It is. Better than my flocked wallpaper description anyway. Emmy says that fabric is lush. It is. That's another good word for it. Lovely. Well, if we've got no more questions, shall we draw our winners today?
Yeah.
So all the comments today are drawn in with the draw to, we're going to randomly pick our winners. I'll scroll and then Iain will tell me when to stop, and I will stop on a winner to win one of the iCandy travel mugs. So perfect. So I'm going to start scrolling. So I'm going to scroll up and down randomly, so you just tell me. So the first winner is Zara Cave. Well done, Zara. I'm just going to comment if it's letting me on your comment here. Sorry, I'll just have to find your comment again there. And then let's pick our second winner. Are we ready? We'll get to the top one. That is Emmy Jones, and that was her lush comment. Congratulations, Emmy. So that was Emmy and Zara as our winners today. I've just replied. If you want to message the page with your your actual name. I know Facebook names can vary sometimes. Your address, your telephone number, and your email address for the courier will arrange to ship those out to you. So thank you so much for joining us today, Iain.
Yeah,
it's
you're welcome.
great
Thank you
to
for having
see
me.
the peach and the special offers that we've got on at the moment. Any more questions, obviously you know where we are. Drop us an email, Facebook message, or you can give us a call as well. Obviously we are still working on appointment only basis at the minute. Those can be booked 7 days a week on the website. But you can also call the store if you're wanting to visit on a day we are fully booked. We may be able to squeeze you in. So we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.